5, 4, 3, 2. What's up, man?
Hey, we made it, man.
Hey, how many hours today?
Maybe 2 plus.
No, way more. I came here, it was like 7. We're like 4 hours into it. Sheesh.
We got a smacking ass meal though. Some
JJ's. Fire.
Man.
Shout out to JJ's. Welcome back to another episode of the new Cool Syndicate podcast.
Hey.
We're doing things a little different today. Once again, we got a late night episode. It'll probably be like this for the next couple of weeks, so we apologize in advance for any lower quality than you all are deserving of. We're working on it. For sure. So, another episode of a late night new Cool Syndicate podcast episode. So, I was on Instagram the other day, and I've been seeing a lot of NLE Choppa on my timeline.
Okay, and what lights?
And it's not even about his music. Did you know he's woke?
So describe that to me.
NLE Choppa is woke now. So if you don't know who NLE Choppa is, he's this young kid. He's like 18, 19, street rapper. His music's hard.
Okay, like talking about guns or...
But all of a sudden, he's been posting a lot of things about like enlightenment, telling people to meditate. He's spiritual Choppa now.
Spiritual Choppa. Okay, how do you feel about that? Because that's like a complete 180 or not even a 360, just a complete turnaround.
I am glad that he's woke, I guess. I hate using that phrase. We got to come up with something. We'll come up with something later. So
something that describes someone who's seeking woke? Different knowledge.
Yeah. I'm just tired of that phrase. We need to end that phrase like this year, 2020, ASAP. Let's get rid of that word woke. We got to come up with something better than that. So getting back on point, I'm glad that he's at this level of consciousness now, but now I'm starting to wonder, is it okay for people to do whatever they want, like, and just sell out and do just the grimiest of stuff just to kind of like apologize later and just get accepted? Like, is that okay to do?
Well, I feel like at one point you do have to get the attention of the consumer, not necessarily give them some bullshit, but at least some type of shock value to get your, to get the eyes on you. But then if that was their real purpose from the beginning,
right,
then maybe they're just stretching out their career type shit. Because Kanye West, he was like, his last album was called Jesus is King. It had a whole bunch of gospel type cuts, him just going in. So it's like, what was their main purpose in the beginning?
Interesting. So I didn't think about it like that. So they basically built that platform up with the intent, or you're wondering if they have built that platform up with the intent of enlightening people and getting people spiritually conscious. That's mastermind.
Like a roadmap, like they made a roadmap type shit.
That's mastermind. If that was their plan, I think they just reached that level unintentionally. I think they were led there. That's crazy to think. Actually, not crazy. If you were to think that way, like you described, that's genius, I think. I think what they did was they got to a certain level of fame doing whatever was popular at the moment. They got on. They got all the glory, the fame, the money. And then they realized they weren't fulfilled. There was a deeper need. And then that's what led them on to their spiritual journey. So there.
Do you think money allows you to be who you really are? Because with money, you have unlimited moves. Like, you don't have to do something just because, like it's the normal thing. You can do it because that's what you feel like doing. You know what I mean?
I agree with that. I think you do become more of who you are when you get money.
With that freedom, like that feeling, I suppose.
It's more freedom to be who you already wanted to be, but you just couldn't afford to do it.
Right.
But I think in their case, they did everything they thought they wanted to do. They checked it off the list. And then it's like, now what? I'm still young. I got the world in my hands. Now what? I thought this was everything. and then they got on that search for a deeper meaning, which is their connection to God, and they just feel so overpowered that they have to preach that message. That's what they have the platform for.
Well, I just hope that whoever's going to support him will support him, and whoever doesn't, don't ridicule the man on his journey.
Yeah, everything ain't for everybody. Shit. What do you think that album's going to sound like? NLE's next Choppa album. Is it going to be a gospel album?
Shit.
What did you call him earlier?
NLE Chakra.
NLE Choppa.
Oh, that nigga. But yeah, man.
That's good job. Good job, NLE. So, moving on to our bar hopping segment. We both got a bar for you all today. You all are familiar with the versus battles. Monica and Brandy just did one. Mm-hmm. Who else did them? Rick Ross
versus Chains.
Chains, yep. Mm-hmm. We don't really mess with the verses.
I haven't seen one stream versus.
I haven't listened to any of them. So here's my reasoning for not listening to the verses. I'm not one for nostalgia. Like, I don't really like to go back in time and reminisce. I like to enjoy the present moment.
Okay.
And I like to keep up with what's new. So I used to like a lot of these artists, but I'm not checking for Brandy or Monica.
Right.
I'm not checking for, for Rick Ross. Whenever he drops something, I listen.
That's smooth ass music.
Whenever Chains drops something, I listen. But I don't be going back.
Mm-hmm. Well, shit, right now, 50 Cent, he's roasting T.I. Like, he's roasting the fuck out of him.
You showed me those memes and those Instagram. Oh, it's good. The Instagram, you showed me all that.
Ah, shit. He's getting on them because his fucking first week, he sold 270,000. And 50's first week, it was 13 mil. Like,
what?
Right. Like, some crazy shit.
Wait, which album is that?
Get Rich or Die Trying.
Well, of course. So which album was T.I.'s 2000?
270K.
Which album was that?
I don't recall.
I don't think, because...
But yeah, 50 posted it.
I don't think you can compare that one, because at that time, actually, 50's numbers back then means more, because that means people had to, like, buy that.
Like, go out and buy the shit.
Those numbers mean more. T.I. wasn't much of a impact maker. Like, he was one of the beginning trap rappers, but his sound didn't shake the room. Like Pop Smoke would say, rest in peace, Pop Smoke.
Beat Pop.
When 50 Cent came out, it was In the Club, it was Wankster, it was Many Men. He came in going at other rappers.
Bro, when 50 Cent came from the roof talking about go,
Sean.
Yeah, bro, that shit was
like, what is this? Right. But his impact was many times more impactful than T.I. T.I. didn't have that much of an impact. So with their verses, I'm not going to listen to it. I pick 50 Cent.
Yeah, that's just off tops for me anyway. I
pick 50 Cent. Yo, he was going in on his Instagram. Here's what's funny about what he was doing. First of all, he went on T.I.'s beard.
Oh, yeah.
What do you say? He said, bro, your beard's not connecting like your last album.
Yeah, bro, got on him.
What's funny about that is at the end of every roast, he tagged stars, power. New season starts this Sunday.
That's marketing,
genius.
man.
Yo, marketing. Genius. 50 Cent, does he ever lose?
Actually, 50 Cent just lost a lawsuit to Rick Ross. For some shit, I don't recall exactly what it is, but...
Yep. He took that L.
Yeah, just a little small L, but...
For sure.
This man got movie, like, TV money. Like, it's crazy long. Man, that's crazy.
Ridiculous. So... I was thinking of something earlier. What was it? Maybe I wrote it down.
Let's see what you got.
Oh, yeah. Has T.I. responded? And can he even respond? What did he say?
He did respond. He's just like, hey, pull up and, just the best he could.
Like, I don't like seeing OGs doing the internet beef. I don't like to see them doing that.
You know those red exclamation points?
Mm-hmm.
Those double red exclamation. Yeah, he used a couple of those. So, just trying to make his point.
How is internet beef still a thing? How are we not over that?
I think marketing agencies get together and they plot and say, hey, what would get the most interaction, what would get the most, what we talked about most, you know?
As consumers, when are we going to get to the point where it's like, oh, so-and-so is beefing, we know what this is? Like, can we get another facade? Like wrestling, right? You know it's fake, but you don't know how it's going to end.
Well,
so with this,
real quick, wrestling may be quote-unquote fake because of the storylines, but they put in so much work.
I'm a wrestling fan. Like, I know how much work goes into it, so I'm not trying to talk down on wrestling.
Okay.
The only point I'm trying to make is we see right through it. At this point, when we see rappers beef, we should be able to see right through it and be like, we know what this is. You got to do better than this.
So, doing a callback to this whole Megan getting shot.
Okay.
Do you think that she would have recovered this quickly if this wasn't like a marketing ploy? Like, I don't want to disrespect her.
Well, this is different. This is different because she was actually shot. So with the other rapper beefs, nobody's really ever actually shot. It's usually just...
So then why isn't, has Tory Lane been taken to jail type shit?
I don't know.
So it's like people don't just get shot and then not go to jail just because they're famous, right?
I think he did a little bit of time, but I don't know the details about it. So that was our bar hopping segment. We don't really mess with the verses personally. I don't like it because... I
haven't seen one.
Yeah, I don't like going back in time. I'm cool on that. You were asking me about something earlier today. This one is really good. I'm interested to hear your thoughts on this. So for our lovers and friends segment, what do you have for us?
All right, today I want to talk about spending habits. As far as you have a significant other and let's just say you have a joint bank account.
Okay.
Would there be a certain amount that alarmed you that you would ask about? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I think each person should have their own accounts. So I'm not against joint bank accounts, but I think you should have your own stash.
Certainly.
Like, that should be your money. What was your exact question? I'm sorry.
Oh, it was just like if you did have a joint bank account.
Yep, if you did, yep.
And like, let's just say $3,000 missing.
Went missing. I'm like, first of all, I want to know where this money goes.
Excuse me.
Where did that money go?
What if it went to like
for my little piece of that 3,000 to put that in there?
We were like, what if it was like it pops up as Kate Spade, like she buys a whole fucking.
Nope. First question I'm asking her, you got the receipt? We taking that right back ASAP.
That's a big investment, like.
Yeah, that's not even an investment in my mind. That's a liability. Now, if she was like, hey, I know I didn't tell you, I took out these $3,000 to make a payment on this property or something. I don't know how much a down payment is for property, but I made this investment and over
So when it comes to being active and being an active part of that society, what if it's like, all right, you can't get in unless you can do a certain number of push-ups?
You gotta qualify to get into the gym.
Yeah, so it's like, all right, so I want to do a push-up challenge for everyone who is a part of the New Cool Syndicate family to just start off with your age. You know, I'm 28, hit 28 push-ups today. And just see where it takes you. You might hit, you might round it off to the nearest 10. You know what I mean?
As long as you do at least your age. You could do more than that. Excellent. But just your age, start with that.
Certainly. Because they're going to be fit over there in Africa.
Yeah.
That's you need. You feel me? So let's get ready, man.
Yep. Stay maintained. Stay ready. So you don't have to get ready.
There it is.
So push-up challenge. That was the last thing we talked about. Let's do a recap so we could touch on everything we talked about. The first thing was NLE Choppa being woke. So NLE Choppa is a street rapper. And all of a sudden he's reached a place of consciousness where he wants people to gain awareness, and now he's woke. So
let's keep an eye on his next project.
Yeah.
Let's just go.
I can't wait. I'm not a huge fan, but I'll listen to it just to see what it sounds like.
That's good marketing, man.
For sure. After that, we talked about the versus battles. We're not into versus battles. I know that's really popping right now. Everybody's doing it. Everybody from the past wants to come back into action. And yeah, we get it. We're not really into it. 50 Cent and T.I., they're going to have one. I'm not going to listen to it.
I mean, shit. If it comes to me, but I never went looking for one.
I'm not checking for it. Right. Yeah. So versus battles, we're not really with the versus battles. 50 Cent versus T.I., do your thing. 50 Cent, that's great content. Yeah.
50's going to get him either way, hit after hit.
And then rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman.
Rest in peace, my guy.
Akon doing his thing, building his city in Senegal. Already funded $6 billion, I think. Do your own research.
And watch your spending habits.
Yeah, my bad.
It's all good. Just make sure that more is coming in than is going out. Let's say that. And
shout outs. We didn't do shout outs.
All right. Would you like to go first?
Shout out to left-handed people.
Hey.
Shout out to you if you listen to more than 3 genres of music. And I'm not talking about, I've heard it on the radio. Like, I'm talking about you actively check for it. It's in your searches. It's in your collection. So if you're left-handed or if you listen to more than 3 genres of music, shout out to you.
I like that span. Shout out to God. And shout out to the audio engineers. Audio is critical for any type of audio recording, like a podcast.
Yes, video included. It's so necessary. Dang, I wanted to say something. I don't know. This has been another episode.
Wrap it up.
Of the New Cool Syndicate podcast.
Thank you for listening. Hey.